Other interesting political news, you have Biden gets launched at the G7 summit, which, yeah, that's not good. Now, this is first brought to us thanks to Colin Rugg over at X Twitter. He says, quote, just in, President Biden appears to be wandering off at the G7 summit and has to be handled back in. Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni was seen grabbing Biden to bring him back to the group. This wasn't the only awkward encounter between the two. Biden was caught on camera saluting Meloni before shuffling away. Clown show. Which, I guess this video was first brought to us thanks to credit to RNC Research, which, fascinatingly enough, see, even I am speaking up to is fascinatingly enough as I struggle to articulate. Another friendly reminder to click that subscribe button, because the more people that subscribe, the better and more articulate my speaking has become. Granted, you might argue there's a modicum of improvement. Watch the first couple episodes. I think you'll think it's a little bit more than that. But again, I would greatly appreciate it. It looks like the RNC is doing something at least, which is, more than nothing. And it's only about 31 seconds long. And go ahead now, pull that video up right here. And this one, Colin's most viral moments. And this thing is all over them internets, as some might say. Which is a joke, because that's not grammatically correct. But nevertheless, Biden, at least he did suit up. Give him some credit. Though I'm not a big fan of blue suits personally, but nevertheless, obviously, I think gray suits are the best. That's why I'm wearing one. But nevertheless, get back to this. Oh, there's no sound? A little disappointing. So we've got all the leaders of the, well, I was about to say free world. Let's be honest, totalitarian world. Yeah, let's just say there's very few areas in the world that actually have free speech, freedom to defend yourself, your family. Nevertheless, we'll say political leaders. They're all standing in a group. Got little alleged Castro, little bastard Trudeau standing there. And Biden, he turns around. Maybe he's talking to that soldier, maybe? But yeah, he turns around, just kind of standing there. Then, yeah, Gal has to come, tell him, come on now, move in this direction. He doesn't look very comfortable. Good marketing. He puts on his glasses so you can't see his eyes, which, again, that's part of his, I was about to say, it's part of his attire, his signature these days, which, again, for marketing, that's good. You want to have consistent, you want to have something that's memorable. And again, the people who love Biden, they very consistently use the glasses. So he did that. Although even at the end, his facial expression still looks like he's lost. Again, he's wearing a suit and tie. He did something right. Just kind of looks lost. And this one got 20.9 million views and 79,000 likes. Yeah, Colin is one of the most viral persons on X Twitter, or individuals on X Twitter. He usually gets between maybe 790,000 views to 2 million views per post. And this is astronomically better. Red Array Press is one of the first ones chiming in saying, Biden made America a laughingstock. The world leaders are escorting Grandpa around the G7 summit. Got 3.1 thousand likes. Colin said the G7 summit should just become G7 daycare. Gained 2.1 thousand likes. Junita Broderick says, Dear Lord, please help America. We're hanging by a thread. How much longer will they let him embarrass us? That got 9.3 thousand likes. Colin Rugg says, it's an everyday occurrence. This was just last week. It's Biden getting out of one of the armored SUVs and literally just standing there. Oh, wait. And it's only about a minute long, and I don't know if it's really comic relief at this point, because it's sad, because again, I want the leader of our country to do great things. Regardless of their political relations, I want them to improve the quality of living and just improve things to the U.S. Fortunately, that's not happening lately, but let's see here. He's just standing by the SUV, looking like he's going to the bathroom, looking like he's lost. Oh yeah, then he's... That's some annoying music. And he's standing, or he's walking in front of people. Then he continues to walk, and he salutes someone. Oh yeah, this is the clip that went viral where it looks like he's ducking himself before he sits down, which he did before everyone else. Then he was quickly escorted off the stage. Where's the falling compilation videos? Those are the ones that usually really go viral. Okay, I guess I did clarify this is just last week. Yep. Peachy Keenan says, look how they all covered for him, getting 7.7 thousand likes. Colin Rugg says world leaders becoming babysitters is a wild development, getting 10,000 likes. Brother Eagleman says, quote, he's gone. He will never make it in the election. The Democrats will replace him with someone else, getting 2.4 thousand likes, which, yeah, interesting. There's a couple theories going out there in terms of political. A lot of people are saying maybe they'll let Trump win, but then, win the Senate and House of Representatives, so Trump can't do much. Maybe Biden will be replaced by someone like Gavin Newsom, who, again, politically speaking, I can't help but see Gavin Newsom destroy the state of California with a myriad of his policies. But again, ladies like him because apparently he's handsome, and again, he does get reelected. People in California love Gavin Newsom; they keep voting for him. Going down more and more. PDB says, "How isn't this elder abuse? Our country has been taken by a rogue regime. Our kids will be reading about this in history books someday." Getting 5.8 thousand likes, which, well, if they go to public school, probably not. Never forget, history books are written by the winners. Let's see here. Paul Zupa says, "Wow, it's just sad to watch. Resign already by getting 618 likes," which he'll never resign. Most politicians, left and right, never willingly give up power. It's one of the things like Ruth Bader Ginsburg should, if she was prudent, could have retired when Barack Obama was presidency. Then they could have gotten another leftist to get on the Supreme Court and take away our rights. But she was just so hell-bent on keeping power to the last minute. She expired under Trump, and now for the first time in decades, we have more people who believe in the Constitution, also known as constitutionalist, on the Supreme Court. And of course, now that they're losing, they want to cheat and pack it. But nevertheless, Art Candy, who again is a leftist I follow, her name is Art Candy, and yes, the profile emojis that she has is popcorn, which famously salty, not sweet. I would not consider it candy. And then a cup of water with a straw in it, which I'm not sure if it means you're a sociopath or a psychopath to drink water out of a straw. That's just weird. And her name is spelled Art Candee, Candee. So it's also not properly named. A silly name, obviously ridiculous. Almost as ridiculous as being named something like Topping. Oh wait, I partially digress. Now Art Candy, again, she says he was talking to someone. This is so desperate, getting 430 likes. So again, there are many people who think he's still sharp as a tack, and maybe he was just talking to that guy, even though his face. Again, if you watch any, or if you just interact with humanity, you know the face people make when they look lost and they just look out of place. I mean, now Lizard Lips replied to her saying, "Ha ha, yeah, he was talking to himself. What a clown show." That got 37 likes, so she was not subsequently ratioed. Let's see anyone else. Let's see, Stephen Hunter says there's no point in even considering out the obvious of them because they're just channeling their candidate by lying, exaggerating everything. Obviously, he walked over to talk to other people over there and then pulled back to a group of photo. 36 likes, so a couple people agreeing with her, actually. Let's see here. Snively Whiplash says, "You are so desperate. What an evil person, you and anyone that supports the continuing exploitation of Biden." Let's see, we'll do a couple more back to the main comment section. May says, "Imagine how much fun Biden is having. Everyone and everything is brand new to him. He could hide his own Easter eggs." And 1.4 thousand likes, which is actually quite sad because Alzheimer's is a real thing. But nevertheless, Salty Goat says, "This is what was caught on camera. Can you imagine what else he did right in front of world leaders? Such an embarrassment." Getting 2.4 thousand likes. Let's see. Miss Densoko says, "Remember the time Jill said democracy is on the ballot? What woman would allow her husband to continue in this condition?" Getting 450 likes. Probably an evil sociopath or someone who just wants power above all else. Like, if you see someone struggling, why would you continue to push them in the direction that makes their quality of life worse? Very people, I don't think anyone who actually has ever gone and become president and become healthier. I mean, some have aged more gracefully than others, but I mean, no one continues down that path. And like, now that would be fascinating. I don't think it would ever happen. But imagine if someone got to the White House and they just became like Arnold Schwarzenegger. They just started to lift weights and they got healthy. It's never happened. We have some presidents who have been more physically active, but again, usually you don't become more articulate, more mentally fit, and more physically fit after serving the presidential office. So allegedly, they do have a whole underground gym, which probably has a couple amounts of dust on it the past couple of years, but nevertheless. Even USA also says the corporate media has been gaslighting the public on Biden's mental state for the past 4 years, getting 584 likes. So, looks like, oh, here's an interesting one. You have Hunter, I was going to say, you have Mr. Biden with his, I think they call it the what was it? What was the Beavis and Butthead thing? I only saw it once or twice as a kid. Oh yeah, the cornholio thing where he's holding his arms and hands by his side, very awkward. more awkward than my smile around DeSantis' smile, which is an achievement to say the least. And then it's juxtaposed to the picture of Mr. Burns from The Simpsons having the same body language, and that got 715 likes. So again, maybe we'll see a video come out tomorrow where, you know, we'll get audio and Biden will actually be talking very nicely with that, you know, gentleman working there, and, you know, maybe. I mean, probably not, because again, his facial expression to me kind of says it all. But let me know, do you think more and more people are starting to be concerned about Biden's mental health and his physical and his just body getting older and kind of the miles getting on there? Or do you think the vote's already baked in? There's not going to be a lot of people moving left to right or from the middle to left or the right. Let me know in the comments. As always, I would be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in. Again, try to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you could click that button, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, leave me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or a comment is a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.